Indeed, this is a very hot topic and very important issue to address, because in a way we're looking at two issues. We're looking at the idea of reverence for life. All life is sacred. This is one issue that is central in whether you are a spiritual person or whether you're a religious person or an ordinary human being. Life is precious. We all know it. We don't know why, but we know somehow life is precious. We want to hang on to it. That's one aspect. The second aspect is, whose life is it? Who are we to dictate what happens to somebody if he wants to take his own life? So it's a very interesting issue to explore. I'm going to kind of give you an Indic opinion, if you like, the opinion that comes from the Indian religions. This is what we are suggesting. First of all, suppose you see an individual struggling and he knows that as his condition is deteriorating on a day-to-day basis, in no time he'll turn into a vegetative state where he loses all his dignity. So an individual, of course, who is dignified would not like to end up in that particular state. Suppose he's pleading with us saying, look, let me go. I do not want to end up in that state. At the moment I can open my mouth, communicate with you, so I'm telling you, please let me go. What should be our stand? You see, this is an important thing to explore. Now, you may think, well, perhaps, this is not really our concern. It really is his own life or her own life. So if she or he wants to end it, who are we to stop it? At the same time, we all feel as a community, as a society, that we must discourage somebody from asking to end his own life, saying life is precious, will make your life more comfortable, will give you better palliative care. So please do not even request this. We'll make sure that you are not suffering, undergoing any suffering. So we can try and convince him not to take it. But suppose he still insists that I want to end my life. What should be our position? Now, a person of Indic religion who subscribes to the idea of reincarnation will have a slightly different angle or approach to the whole issue of euthanasia. Because in the Indic tradition, that means Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism, death is not seen as a full stop, but is seen as a comma in your spiritual progress. So they say that, look, if one body is getting disease, becoming old, and you are struggling with that body, perhaps it is time to discard the body and take on a fresh, healthy body. This is what reincarnation suggests. So if we subscribe to that idea, then of course we are tempted to suggest that individual, fair enough, we let you go. Rather than shackle you with this diseased body, we let you let you be, carry on in your spiritual journey, acquire another healthy body, and continue your progress. We wish you well. Even though we are attached to you, we'd rather let you go. But again, you see, this may seem like a very oversimplistic interpretation of the Indic religions, because in a way this might endanger life. Let me explain why. We live in a society where, because of marvelous advance in medicine, all of us are expected to lead very long lives. So we're expecting a large population who are going to be in their 90s. So a situation will arise that who is going to pay for their care? Because at the elderly age, at a mature age, they require care. You require lots of old people's homes. You require a lot of nursing homes. So who's going to pay for this huge population of elderly people in our society? Because it has to be funded, economically viable. And we are strained. NHS is strained. So in a way, by saying that let euthanasia be legalized, we are taking one gamble. This is a slippery slope, and society, knowingly or unknowingly, may be tempted to goad or push people into signing of their lives away by saying that, look, so you got so much pain and you see the difficulties, so why don't you sign the form? We'll give you this injection and you can be sent off. So it's a very slippery slope, and we may unknowingly put pressure on elderly people to take their own lives. So it's a very serious issue. We mustn't take it lightly. But overall, I would say the Indic tradition would recognize that if a body has become old, diseased, struggling, and you believe in reincarnation, then you have got a second opportunity. So you should not be tied down or shackled to your body. But this decision must be taken very carefully And we must take into account the kind of slippery nature of this particular legality. Legalizing euthanasia can be a slippery slope. So this is where we stand really on this issue.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism, sponsored by People Care, encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.